Okay, now we got our pico set up. We got our onions over there on the stove getting ready. You're gonna find that the actual prep time of this takes longer than the actual cook time. So we got a little bit of skirt here. One of the things you can do when you get it is it's got this little film here. You can pull it out just by using a simple towel. It's like you're cleaning some spare ribs or back ribs. Don't really want that. And then you take your paring knife, just kind of, you're not really cutting into the meat, you're just kind of clearing it up just a little bit. Because what's going to happen is any seasoning you put on there, this fat's going to actually block it. So we just got a little bit of a cleanup to do here. Okay, something I want to point out. When you buy meat, and you see that little brownness right there, just right in there, that doesn't mean the meat's bad. When they're at the production plant, they use heated water at about 165-ish to kill off any bacteria on the meat before they package it. Sometimes it hits a little too long and it gives you basically a little bit of burn. So we're gonna go ahead and season this bad boy. We're gonna start off with some regular, good old-fashioned sea salt. Garlic. And good old-fashioned black pepper. And my personal favorite, some Himalayan sea salt. Just to kind of finish it up. And then, of course, a little Pam to lock it in. And then we flip it over. And as you can see, same thing over here. I'm actually kind of doing this intentionally because I want you all to see this so you know this. You don't really want that. That's bad. It's also laziness on the part of your meat cutter. Just like not taking this piece off. It's laziness. Makes meat cutters like me upset because it gives meat cutters like me a bad name. Well, let's go ahead and get our white salt on first. As you can see, a little piece of cilantro is hanging out there. It's not going to hurt it. Hit it with some garlic. Remember, this is a basic Santa Maria style seasoning. This is actually, with the exception of the sea salt, the Himalayan pink salt actually, this is almost exactly what a Santa Maria seasoning would be. So let's get lock that in, and there you go. Boom, we're ready. Okay, so I got some pineapple chunks. I was gonna get some fresh cut ones, but my store that I was shopping at wasn't exactly great. So we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up. And I have a Granny Smith apple. Need a fork here. One thing about Dole pineapple, it's It's very sweet. That's about all we're gonna need. And 1 Granny Smith apple. So we're gonna go ahead and pour it out real quick. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of bland. All right, so we're moving on to the next step. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna make them into smaller pieces, just like that. So since you saw me do it, I won't make you watch it like I made you watch the apples. Okay, y'all. My Granny Smith apple was kind of bland. So what I did was, after taking the pineapple out, I put the apple slices in the pineapple juice in the can, letting them re-soak and get some of that tanginess back. Okay, so as you can see here, remember those onions and jalapenos we diced up? A little bit of butter, a little bit of brown sugar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute these up a little bit, caramelize them a little bit. Make a sweet onion just a little sweeter and add some sting to it while we're at it. So I'm gonna go ahead and brown these up. Probably take a few minutes. Be right back. Just letting you get a good look at what it looks like while they're cooking. You can actually start to see the caramelization all the way around. And by putting that brown sugar in there and the jalapenos, you're cooking some of the jalapeno flavor into the onions, but you're also sweetening them up so you can kind of temper it a little bit so you get good flavor without hurting someone. You people from Wisconsin, you know what I'm talking about with your brats. But you also put mustard. Should be illegal. See you in a minute. Okay, so last but not least, we need one of these. You can't have a proper taco without one. So let's just go ahead and open this bad boy up. Pray to God that, because you know we're here in Texas, whether or not we got a good one or not, We did. A little bit old, a little bit of browning, but nothing too bad. Call it a win, because here in Texas, that's just how it is. Wow, this one, really? That one just did not want to work with me. And if you take the spoon and you dig it out like that, you can get the whole half out. And so it makes it much easier to work with. And then we're just gonna make some simple slices. You'll see why here in a minute. It'll be about 15 minutes for me, but it'll be about 30 seconds for you. So let me slice this last one up, because that's what they call the magic of making TV. Something that takes 3 hours actually takes 30 seconds. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be cooking on today. A Foreman grill. Because like I said, it's way too hot outside. You can cook anything on these, love them. And here's our skirt. So we're getting ready to cook. It'll take about anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes on the Foreman, because it cooks both sides really hot. And because skirt's really thin. You don't wanna cook it too fast, because it'll get well done real quick, and you cook all the juice out of it. You lose all the flavor. As you can see, it pretty much fills up the entire Foreman. So we're gonna get to cooking here and then come back and show you what else we got left.